Hey y'all, welcome back to Chillin' Sensations, the home of TopRatedBarbecue.com. And that's right, we're back. I know we kind of just went into the dark, but we had to sit down, realign, and figure out what is the best way we can deliver this content to you so that way you get all the benefits. First off, I want to say thank you for all of the outcrying support that you gave to the website to make this a success. It is a very long, grueling process that takes a lot of time. And this year's been crazy. We have seen all kinds of fluctuations within the different ratings of every type of product that we're trying to make sure we're delivering to you in real time. I could spend all night going on and on expressing our gratitude here at Chillin' Sensations for all of our followers to help us help you. But we're here to answer some questions, so let's get into it. Our first question tonight: how long can a brisket rest after it's done before serving? What do you do with your briskets if it's done too early? Man, there is no such thing as a brisket that is done too early. First off, I always try to have mine done at least 8 to 10 hours beforehand. Giving yourself that much time ensures that you're not going to have a bunch of hungry folks sitting around waiting to eat what you just worked on for 16 to 24 hours. So to answer this question a little more in detail, I'm going to say max you want to rest for 4 hours. But I usually like to rest mine for about 2, and then I like to slice it up how I want to serve it. I'll put it into a pan, I'll dump the renderings over the top of it, recover, and just let it continue to soak up all of that rendered fat. So just make sure that you always remember, when it comes to brisket, the longer that it sits, the better it gets. Now let's jump into question number 2. How much and what part of the probe is actually active? To me, it seems like just the tip. I'm going to assume you're talking about the thermometer probe, and you're absolutely correct. It should only be just the tip that you're actually getting a reading on. Anything more than that, it needs to be replaced. And for our final question tonight, so still doing research on different smokers, and with an offset smoker, you can obviously get a good smoker flavor and a good flavor from the wood. But can you achieve that with pellets as well? So maybe you're trying to ask me, is an offset just as good as a pellet smoker? First off, first thing you think about when you're looking at purchasing a smoker is, how much time do you have to dedicate to it? No. To answer your question, an offset smoker will give you different results than a pellet smoker, but you can get similar results with a pellet smoker if you use the right methods. So basically your question is a pellet grill just as good as an offset smoker? The answer is yes, but you're going to get completely different results depending on what you're using, whether it's an offset or a pellet grill. But there's an old saying out there that time is money, and sometimes sacrificing a little bit of quality is definitely worth it. I love my pellet grills. I also have offset smokers. Depending on what I'm doing, if I'm going to do a big smoke for a big group of people, I'll dedicate the time to make sure that I can sit there and maintain the fireboxes and make sure we're maintaining temp. But if you're just doing a recreational smoke on the weekends and you want to just kind of set it and forget it, then use a pellet grill and use the optimum instructions on how you light a smoke tube. You can get really similar results. But whichever way you decide to go, make sure you head over to TopRatedBarbecue.com and you can see all the top-rated pellet grills and all the top-rated offset smokers. So that way you make sure that you're getting the best rated product for whichever device that you're looking into. Well, that's all we got for tonight. So before you go, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow, because while we took that break, we came up with all kinds of awesome content. So we're going to make sure that we're getting you everything that you need to become backyard royalty. But also too, make sure that you head on over to TopRatedBarbecue.com and make sure that you also subscribe in the email list at the bottom, because there are a ton of awesome discounts that we're getting access to before everybody else, and so we're also making sure that you get those before everybody else. Well, we can't wait to see you next time on Chillin' Sensations Questions and Answers.